Good morning, guys. Good morning. What's up? What's up? I hope you guys are having a lovely week. We're coming to the end of the week as a trader. That is just a bunch of bullshit. I hope that everybody is good, man. I do want to welcome everybody in the lab. I want to welcome the person who's playing this back. I hope you guys have a good time watching this, learning something possibly. If you guys are watching this back, okay. Yeah, so let's go, man. Let's go. Let's kill this session. Let's hope that we have a couple of good trades. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's take a look at all of our pairs real quick. DXY is looking real bullish. I am looking to target this up here. Hopefully we in the next 4H candle on DXY we get a bit of a pullback, then we go higher. Okay, that's what we're looking for DXY. You can see we officially broke market structure, so we are up. In my opinion, we are up. This is market structure. It made the low, so the last lower high that made the last lower low has been broken. This 4H candle closes in about 30 minutes, and then I think thereafter probably more liquidity will step into the market. Hopefully we have a bit of a pullback, and then from there we can continue into 98 to let's say 90.80, anywhere in and around this region here, just to make it a round number, 90, somewhere in around there. Okay, so why do I choose that level? Just because of all of these weak rejections here. You can see this made a significant low too, so this is a significant area where we might experience some traffic from the higher time frame perspective. Okay, so I do think, do we leave this on? We can remove that for now. I do think from a higher time frame perspective there is a high chance that we do get a retest. However, we can remove that for now from these charts. Okay, so right now in the next half hour or so, at about London session, when London session opens, we hoping to get like a downward move, creating a wick, and then push higher. Okay, but ultimately our bias is for DXY to go up. So what does that mean? Euro USD should then continue down. So in that respect, if I was to say, okay, look, what do I think should happen here? I think we can get possibly a bit of a retest right here. Let me take this off because I don't know what this exactly is. So looking at Euro USD, you can see we took out this area in the market that we failed to take out for quite some time. We kind of basically retested this area here with these 8-hour candle wicks. So you can see a lower high was formed on the 4H. So what does that mean? That simply just means that there is a huge possibility that price is going to continue down. Looking at the 15-minute too, you can see this lower high, actually a double top was formed. So that is perfect. That is great, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So I think if we can get a retest before London session, and then momentum switches up, what we can then do, we can be targeting this. Okay, what is that? That is the last higher low that is actually holding price bullish. Okay, that is the last higher low that is holding price bullish. Now remember, DXY already broke structure. Technically this has broken structure because this high that was created here. Okay, so we have technically broken structure on Euro USD. So that's just the area of traffic in the market. What you can see on GBP USD is just a range really. This, I don't consider this a breakout, so I do consider this right here, this area in the market right here, to be holding price up. Okay, on the 4H, I do expect this, that created this whole push right here, to be the last significant higher low. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. That's so what we're looking for on this pay is either a clear downside move, but if this pay is going to follow a DXY strength, then we should then see a movement down in this pay this morning. Okay, so that is what we're looking for from that perspective. But I don't really like this range. So if we can just get a clear move down, then we can start to see movements down to the downside. Uh let me see what is going on here. USD JPY, we broke highs, we holding above it. Looks like a break and a retest. Really, we could see a push higher in the next couple of minutes, as I mentioned. Maybe just a wick down and then continue higher. That's what I expect from this pair. AUD USD. Let's check AUD USD. Okay. I do know that this pair on the 4H has been in a range for quite some time. When is this? From like the so we haven't broken this area since like the 18th of April, right? 18th to 19th of April. So what that means is that we are now bearish. There is a possibility for us to go retest this or even retest this zone, right? However, you can see that we are creating a somewhat of a key level slash resistance in the market, if you want to look at it like that. Let me just see that these, okay, those are right, the numbers are correct. So what I do want to see from this is if DXY is going to create a wick, possibly just wicking into this region and then coming back down on the 15M to then start to uh continue down. Okay, and then where would our targets be on AUD USD? I think in and around this region. Let me just zoom in to see how these candlesticks look. Okay, so anywhere in and around this region here, 7600, I think. So let me rather use the blue line. I think anywhere in and around 7600. So I'm just gonna put it right there. Okay, that's the wrong blue line, clearly. Horizontal ray, sorry. So we can go at 7600 if you want to. 7600.000. I think that's gonna be our next stop, because you can see that this was our last level where price really struggled. Okay, where price created a higher low to then continue higher with a decent momentum. So that's what I'll be looking for. So anyway, in here I can start taking 1 to 2s, 1 to 3s, okay, depending on how price is given to me, how price is presented to me from the market. Let's move on to USD CHF. What are we seeing in USD CHF? Okay, on the 15M we're coming into this high area. Even on the 4H we are in a key level area. So what you want is you want price to continue this bullishness right into here in conjunction with the DXY. So DXY strength, that's what we're lining it up with. DXY strength, even possibly right now, because you can see that we got a momentum candle. Price tried to push down, we then closed super bullish. What you can then do is possibly enter buy, stop right there. But I do want clear movement. Let me do this. Clear movement above here. So you can see that this is an area in the market where price failed to break above for some time. Okay, I do expect price to just continue higher. I honestly do expect price to continue higher. There might be a bit of a pullback, there might not, who knows. Let's just see and operate with what the market gives us. Okay, let's just move forward with what the market gives us, and then from there we can make a decision. So we can see we are in a 4H key level, we are at a 15M key level too. So let's see if the 15M can break this. That means the 4H is more likely to break it too. We're going into around about the 91 region, or 90 0.1990. So 9090, that's the region where we're targeting for today. uh mm, yeah, USD CAD, not really for me at this current moment. You can see very strong move down. We are actually at the break and retest level. We're at 1 week rejection. Let's see how this plays out. I don't think there's gonna be any real trades now in in London unless we break this region right here. If we break this region, then I'll be looking for buys. I'm not too keen on sells right now. Okay, I'm not too keen on sells on Euro JPY. Let's check GBP JPY. GBP JPY still bounced off from this. Very so so from earlier on in the week when we pushed down, we projected this move down, okay? We projected this move down to get the retest. However, I expected this to go up and create a higher high. So now what you can see is that we are failing to do what? We're failing to create this higher high. Potential low high, failing to create this higher high. Let's see if what price does now. You can see that this area right here is the area in the market that is very, very tight. I know that this area right here is proper structure, but on the 15M, what you can see is that we had created a level right here. When we pushed higher, we broke that level, came back to that level, break and retest, pushing down. Okay, this right here, if we can break below this level, we can then start looking for sells, because clearly this level this level is clearly a level in the market where price is just struggling to break below. Okay, so you can see since about yesterday 8 o'clock in the morning, I think it's yesterday 8 o'clock in the morning, before we had this big move up to the upside, we've been holding above this. Okay, so if price is to continue this bearish pressure, failing to break above this multiple times, forming subliminal lower highs, if price was to continue this, we then have to take this out. And when price takes this out, what you can then do is continue selling and hopefully take it down anywhere back to these areas. But this is a very critical area in the market too. So once the 4H breaks this level, on the 4H level, because you can see on the 4H it's kind of structures lost lower higher lows, higher low, sorry, lost higher low. So yeah, that's the breakdown. So what are we looking at specifically this morning? I think we can keep 3J because it is at the key level. If we want to break to the downside, you can then look for something like that. If we want to break above here, you can look for buys into this area. Okay, so we have two options. Break below the I like the break below, but then you can't just rule out the break above. Okay, I didn't see anything on Euro JPY. Let me go to USD CHF again. Okay, USD CHF at those key levels right there, there's a possibility that we fail to break this level and then we can continue down. Okay, AUD USD. So you can see AUD USD starting to break above, meaning that there is a big possibility that we could continue up for this pullback. So you can see that we pushed down for quite some time. Let's just, I don't know, you don't really want to trade completely against. So even here, we formed a high in the market. We're now failing to make, after pulling back, we're now failing to make this new high. So there's a lot of signs actually that DXY is weakening. So USD CHF is showing DXY weakening, USD JPY is showing DXY weakening. Let me see Euro USD. What is Euro USD telling me? Euro USD is actually saying okay, and I guarantee you that if I put a TDI on here right now, let me show you. If I put a TDI on this, let me actually show you. This is gonna have divergence. TDI. Not that I really use this, but let me see. I think I don't know. I don't know which one, but I can almost guarantee you either this one. Let me see. Look at this. So we have a low and then a lower high, but look at this. Look at the RSI thing. So here's a low, but then there's a higher low. So it's like, bruh, that's not supposed to even happen in the market. Okay, that's looking clean. Let me see. GBP USD. even this here. So this is like a double bottom, right? But then here you can see we made a low and then we're making a higher low, whereas this is a double bottom. So there is uh things in the market showing us that there's a possibility of us actually tumbling. So there's divergence that I don't really look at, but I just notice it on a blank chart. I can notice it. Okay. So yeah, if we do close below this, then it is kind of a sign of weakness. What we can now start to do is start to anticipate price to continue higher, possibly into these regions here. So yeah, let me see on which pair we actually get a pullback. Let me also open my MetaTrader 4. My lot size calculator is already open, so we'll be able to calculate the lot sizes. AUD USD breaking above this key level. Let's see if we can get a bit of a pullback and then we can take it higher. Check AUD real quick. Okay, it does seem like AUD is gaining strength too, just in general. Okay, so 3 out of 4 of these AUD pairs are actually gaining strength. Let me check. Yep, 4 out of 5 is gaining strength. So AUD, I don't know if you guys heard that, but that's MetaTrader opening right there. I think AUD is gonna be a good buy. A good buy. See, in this instance, like we hardly even got a pullback. That's a problem too. Like, bro, we hardly got a retest of this level, even on the 1 minute. There's no retest. Let me check. Because I'm liking the fact that AUD has some strength at least. Let me check Euro USD. See, the problem with Euro USD is, let me see the strength on Euro pairs real quick. That's weak. That's weak. That ain't doing shit. That's weak. Okay, so Euro pairs is really weak, but I do know that Euro USD have a stronger connection with DXY than it does with other. So I'm actually looking at at AUD USD more. So let me see. I'm keeping an eye on AUD USD after this break above this key level. So you can see we broke above this key level very strong. I am expecting price to continue higher. So I think I'm just gonna go in with the 8 pip stop, guys, right here. Okay. So I am in from about these areas with the 8 pip stop right under the candle. So this is a pre-London trade. I see a lot of I see a lot of AUD strength coming into the market, and then obviously potential TXY weakness that I am seeing. So yeah, let's see how it plays out. Something somewhat like this 1 to 2. So you can see break, retest, continuation. That's what I'm looking at. Let's get the 3-minute going here. See how this plays out, man. Now this is not exactly the way I trade. Usually I wait for a week and then we continue higher. The reason why I took this is because we can see there's a AUD strength, potential USD weakness. So that's the reason why I took this. Let me screenshot this real quick. Save trade. And I do think, according to principle, EU might have been the better trade, where you wait for the wick to form, and then after that, even this pair here, so you can see price is failing to break above. Price is taken out on the 3-minute. Price is now taken out. What do you call it? Price is now taken out structure. Sorry, geez, that didn't want to come out. And you can also see from the 4H perspective, right? From the 4H perspective, we are failing to break above here for quite some time. We're failing to break above this region for quite some time here. So I do think there's a possibility for us to come a bit lower. Maybe retest this area or retest this area, who knows? But I do think there's a possibility for us to come a bit lower on USD CHF. However, we are moving to the upside. Just remember that we are moving to the upside, in my opinion. Like, we had this strong movement to the upside, so let's keep an eye on that. I think I might set a sell stop here with my stop loss above here for safety purposes. If we don't get triggered in, we don't get triggered in, right? I think I'm gonna do that. Let's do that. What is this? So the par is 6 pip stop. Now you can go way more aggressive and put your stop like right there if you want to. 1 to 2 right there. Even with like the entry, you can go 155. 155. Let's drop this 155. Let's drop this to 5. I mean, if we don't get triggered in, we should be fine. We honestly should be fine if we don't get triggered in. And we have more than enough space to get a 1 to 2 going there. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. USD CHF. Here we go. 0.5. This is a 5 pip stop. Sit calculate 4.49. 4.49 USD CHF. Trading new order. I don't think this is gonna trigger me, first of all. Just looking at the time on the 15-minute, I don't think it's gonna trigger me. 4.49, 4.49. Pending order. We're doing a sell stop. Watch price at 0.90455 is my stop loss. 0.90505. Place. I don't think I'm gonna get triggered in, guys. I genuinely don't. So let's keep an eye on this page to just see what happens, and AUD USD to see exactly what happens too. So yeah, man, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Let me check Euro and GBP. So GBP is flying. Euro should then be moving up now too, or it should start to go up eventually. Like, in my opinion, we should start to move up. In my opinion, just basing it all from all of this right here. Look at GBP, JPY. Sorry about that, guys. AUD is moving higher. Okay, this thing's just chilling. Let's check USD CAD. Even USD CAD turned over. So you can see we took out 15-minute structures, which is important. On USD CHF, we didn't take out 15-minute structures, but we took out 3-minute structures though. See, breaking and retesting, this is 3-minute, even on the 1-minute too. But we have 3 minutes left to go, or 2.5 minutes left to go. If we get triggered in by this one, we can then hold it, because that means that this candle created a wick and then turned over. Okay. You can see there's quite a distance between my entry and like where price is right now. It's like a pip, but like it's quite a distance. So let's see if price turns over bearish and triggers me in. We should be good to then continue moving downwards. Okay, that's the plan. That is the plan. So let's see if the plan can get executed. I do think DXY deserves a bit of a pullback. If it doesn't get a pullback, then yep, we have about a minute left of this candle just to wait and see exactly what happens. I don't think USD CHF is in the trigger main, guys. I genuinely don't. Well, we're quite close now. We're like 0.4 pips away, or 4 points, 5 points. Let's see. The mystery of waiting, man. I think I need another monitor, like to see comments on the one, to have MT4 on the other, and then have trading view on the streaming monitor. So yeah, we're quite close now. We're like 3 points away, but as you can see, 45 seconds left. If I don't get triggered in now, I'm deleting this thing. We're quite close though. Where's price right now? 57. Right now I'm hovering over this close thing. What do you call it? Where you close on empty. Okay, we triggered, guys. We are triggered. Let me move this thing right here. 55. Save this. Boom, there we go. So now we are in, right now we're in two trades. We in AUD USD buys and then in USD CHF sells. So let's just keep an eye on the market. London's about to open. So we should expect like volatility in the market. Just remember that. Okay, I think on USD CHF I can move my stop to half. Let me see. I like to have this on to manage. So 505. Okay, not just yet. AUD USD, let me check. I think for AUD USD I can move my stop to about half. Okay, for AUD USD I'm moving my stop to half, guys. So we are in profit on AUD USD. Moving stop loss to half. Where is this? What price is this? This is 630. Let me just be sure that it is at 630. Okay, it is at 630. Let's keep an eye on USD CHF too. I do think this can now go to 0.5% too. Okay, guys. So now we're officially at only risking half. I love it. I love the fact that we protecting capital like this. That's 480. We always protecting capital, guys. I love this. 480. I don't care what happens now. I'm only risking half of what I was risking. So let's see exactly. I would love break even at least. So then I can be protected completely out the market and then just let this thing roll over. However, what I am seeing now is a bit of a pullback on both of them. It's probably DXY just doing what it does. So yeah, I am expecting more downside on DXY though. I'm expecting way more downside. It's funny that on DXY we had this candle super bearish, but if you look at USD CHF on the 15M, it did the youngest. It didn't do too much. So let's just keep an eye on these. AUD in a whole, the currency strength was getting stronger throughout the morning. Hence this buy. So it's not just based on USD weakness, it's based on AUD strength to this. USD CHF sell was just based on key levels in the market where we failed to break above for a very long time on the 4H. Key level in the market where we failed to break above on the 15 minute for quite some time. So you can see 1, 2, 3 candles attempting to break above. We then had a very engulfing multiple candles to the left hand side, so showing intent for bullishness or bearishness. So then what I did was I waited for this candle to just turn bearish, and then from there we move in. Okay, so my stop loss is on at half for both these trades. Let's let it play out, guys. Let's just let it play out. Let's see how it goes. Finish the week off strong. And yeah, I'll show you guys something that I've been working on for potential like first actual YouTube video. So yeah, hopefully the YouTube video can come into fruition and can just be, it can like be of decent content, something that I've been looking for on YouTube, that I think as a day trader or as a scalper, whatever you want to call it, it's not really out there. Like, yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to doing this weekend. And then as well as about like over the weekend, 8 hours of backtesting, so 4 hours possibly Saturday morning and 4 hours possibly Sunday morning. I really want to start challenging myself. We're on the 4th of June now, so that means we have roughly about, let me check the calendar, 31 minus 4. There is 31 days in June, right? Or is it 30? If it's 30, we have 26 days left. Oh shit, it's 30. So we have about, after today, 25 days, 26 days, I don't know, 25, 26 days left. And what I want to do over those 25, 26 days, if I take 10 trades a day back testing, that means I'm going to end up with about 250 trades of back testing. So I'm going to be, sorry. So if you look at it, this is my plan. Obviously, so my basketball team today lost the Lakers. But if you look at it in sports, in gym, in anything in life, everybody will always tell you the reps count, or the amount of times you do it counts, right? So what I was thinking is that if if the amount of times really count as to what you're doing, if I take 10 trades a day for the rest of June into July for at least 30 days. That means over that 30 days, I'm taking 300 trades outside of my London session, 2 trades that I'm going to be taking, maybe 3, based on whether I get a break even or not, right? So if I do that, I should then be able to scale up on my skill level much faster than the average trader that's just trading live, waiting in the live markets. And I should then be able to also account for so much mistakes that would have been made in the live market that can now be rectified in back testing. So I've already taken about 9 to 10 trades on live on EU. So what I'm going to do, after every 10 trades on a pair, I'm going to, so I first want to do about 10 to 12 trades on all 8 pairs that I have in my watch list, right? Then after I have 12, okay, let me say 12 to 15. After I have that 12 to 15, what I'm going to do is I'm going to narrow it down to about 4 to 5 pairs of what I can consistently trade, the most profitable ones that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be narrowing it down to the 4 to 5 most profitable ones. When I do have those in front of me, I'm going to continue taking 10 trades a day, 10 trades a day, 10 trades a day. The next day when I come to the chart, I'm gonna be, or even in that day, if there's still time, I'm gonna be reviewing those 10 trades, looking as to what I can do better. Maybe the 15-minute didn't break the key level properly, and therefore, or I didn't maybe wait for the wick to occur, or maybe I can incorporate a different trade where the 15-minute just breaks, like this one on AUT USD, where the 15-minute just broke. There is very little to no wick right here, and I took the trade, and we are currently at 0.5%. You know what I mean? So that's like, those are the things that I'm trying to look at to kind of be better at it. You know what I mean? So just become a better trader, as in a whole, become a better trader. It's gonna be a challenge doing like so much trades a day. I know that, but I need to challenge myself in some way to become better. I think USD CHF just got taken out at 0.5%. Yep, I think USD CHF just got taken out at 0.5%. I think price is actually doing what I said it's gonna do at the start of the session. So at the start of the session, remember I mentioned that USD or DXY might just go down, create a wick, and then continue going up. So I think that's what it could possibly be doing. Let me check. Yep, that's exactly what it has done. Created a wick, and now we can continue higher. So with that in mind, let me check AUD USD before I do anything. Let me check, because we're currently right now at break even, right? So I think I'm going to take this break even so that I can actually take another trade, guys. I think I'm going to take this break even. Yeah, I'm going to take this break even, because if Dixie is going to continue up, then this thing should then continue down. So I'm going to take this break even, guys. I took this break even based on other, like the initial analysis that I had coming to the charts. Let me save this. So I do have one more trade for the day. So I took a break even and then a 0.5% loss, or 0.25, because I'm risking 0.5%. Okay. Let me screenshot this real quick. Break even. Save. That time AUD, for all intensive purposes, could just go higher. Like, it really could just fly, and then I'd feel like a punk. But it is what it is, man. So this thing took me out at 0.5%, guys. Uh, here we go. Let me take this off. I saved the screenshot. I must add, so guys, there's quite a bit of journaling that I still have to do in terms of like actually journaling my trade or my trades for the week. So let me see, when was the last time? This is on the 2nd of June, so that is Wednesday. Since Wednesday I didn't journal any trades, which is a bit of a problem. I'm supposed to journal trades at the end of the day, end of the trading session. So yeah, as I mentioned, let's see if DXY is gonna go higher, or so we have 1 week rejection so far. If we get another week rejection, there's a possibility that we could go higher. This is actually playing out. If you really watch my first couple of minutes of analysis, it's playing out exactly the way it was planned, in terms of actually doing spiking into there, and then now we can possibly go down. Let me check GBP, JPY. There's a possibility of a double top right here, but this is more of a range too. So yep, let's keep our eyes on maybe Euro USD. So yeah, as I mentioned, there's a possibility of creating another wick. So let's see what happens at this area, kind of creating these wick rejections here to then go higher. That's what I see it as. Break and retest on that level. AUD, let me remove this, otherwise if it hits TP, I'm gonna see my pain every time. So there is a possibility that we can go higher. There's also a possibility that based on DXY we can go lower too. So yeah, I'm glad I closed that out at break even. USD CHF minus 0.25 on USD CHF. Yeah, I didn't even check GBP JPY like that. Okay, there we go. Here's something that we can work with. So we're rejecting this key level in the market. I think we can place a buy stop right here based on price action breaking this level. As I mentioned, if price breaks this level, we're then looking for buys. However, how much minutes is left here? You're gonna have quite a decent size stop loss though. So if we go in at 75, let's say 75, 75, 75, that's gonna be like a, what is that, a 12 pip stop? That's wild, actually, for this time of the morning. That's 12 pips and we haven't even, okay, let's bring this down to like 70 or something. There we go, that's 70. But then if we don't get triggered in the next 30 minutes or 30 seconds, it's kind of pointless. So we do get break even right there. I don't think we're gonna get triggered in though. So we're gonna have to wait for the next candle to then come in, to then say, okay, look, wait. Let me form a bullish candle. Let me wait for the next candle to pop in, form a wick, and then we can get in. And we should then get a much, much tighter stop. Much, much tighter. This right here is bizarre. Um, okay, nothing there. So 15 minutes, just the first 15 minutes of London just closed. USD CHF closed like quite doji-ish. AUD is actually holding above that key level. Mm-hmm. Might have been a mistake to close AUD. Might have been a bit of a mistake to close AUD USD. I should have stuck with my guns, but then again, like, your first look at the charts when it's clean is always what you definitely think. That's what I always think. Like, my first look at the chart when I first look at the chart, and what I see first is more often than not what's going to happen. So you can see here's a wick. There's a possibility that if we create the second wick, that we then created a lower high or higher low at this region, break and retest level, to then continue higher. Okay, looking for these regions right here, 90.80. 90.80, that's what we're looking for. And then on EU, these regions right here, I think it's the exact same. I think this is a break and a retest. You should include this wick if you're looking at like things. So break and retest, possibility of price going down. So now we just need that confirmation that price is shifting, price is going down, and then we can then continue. Okay, we can then continue those sell limits over the weekend. I'm gonna be, especially because I'm gonna be doing longer streams over the weekend, like a 4 hour stream. I'm not gonna be talking that much because I want to be backtesting and putting in the work. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna look into how I can add these like this music to the background. I just need to like do something in terms of adding some type of background music to the background. Okay, I love the fact that our risk management is on point. No day, if we have one winning day, if we have one winning day, you will break even most probably if you're taking one trade a day. But if you're taking two trades a day, you need two winning days to then lose all of the rest of the trades for the week, and then you'll be at break even. So yeah. So on the 4H, what is this level here? Oh, this is this key level here that we failed to break below for quite some time. The reason why I added this, because you can see we pushed down, we failed to break. Adding that right there, just to say if we do get buys, you're looking to manage right here, right? And then so just looking at these levels. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. Guys, I'm really also thinking of the next 30 days. Like really going hard on trim and eating clean and all of those things. I want to switch my life up where I just go hard on work, minimize all of the noise outside, and just stay focused, discipline myself in terms of eating, discipline myself in terms of trading, taking two trades a day. If I get a break even, then allowing myself to take another trade, allowing myself to follow my rules. Um, yeah, man. Like, yeah, that's what I'm looking at doing for this month of June into July before I start my FDMO challenge. So I don't even know if I'm going to do FDMO funding talent, but after my research, as I mentioned to you guys, after my research, right, I think I'm going to be doing funding talent. I think so. Now there is another problem that I found that looks like it's taking steps to become something good. My Forex funds, I think they're taking steps to actually to be like bigger in the community of prop firms. And I do see, so I was in the Discord uh just looking at like how they actually handle customers, how they handle customer service and things like that. I don't even think FTMO has something like that. I know Funding Talent has a Discord. I don't think FTMO actually has like like a group like that that's on the ground floor having people tell them, look, can't you take this minimum 10 days away? I thought if demo took that 10 days away, but then I saw people do challenges and that 10-day thing is still there. So I don't understand. And then Funding Talent jumped on once they saw if demo dropped that on uh what do you call it, on Instagram. Funding Talent jumped on that thing so quick, and I saw Funding Talent remove the 10 days. So now with Funding Talent, if you have a great week and you reach your 8%, which is better than FDMO2, and you reach your 8%, you send a email saying, look, I want to go on to phase 2, I've reached my 8%. You reach your 4% in the next week, that means you finished your challenge and your verification in 2 weeks, and you can go on to being funded in like the third week within a month. Whereas with FDMO and MyForex funds and a lot of other prop firms, most other prop firms, you need to wait that 10 days, that initial minimum 10 days, which is a bit of a problem. So yeah, I do think a lot of prop firms are going to start taking that away, that 10-day thing away, just because they want to keep up in this game. They want to keep up with the Joneses. Basically, they want to keep up with the best of the best. So, and I do think Funding Talent is that one. Uh, there is it the prop trading, something like that? I'm not too sure. Let me Google it. Let me see the prop. Okay, let me first look at the reviews for the prop trading. Uh, let me look at the reviews. So first of all, just looking at the excellent percentage is like 28%. The bad reviews is 46%. That's why when I was doing that uh specific thing for the prop firms, I didn't even add this to it. And yes, they cheap in terms of what do you call it? They're cheap in terms of like challenges and things. So so they give you cheaper challenges. Apparently their prices is gonna rise after time, but apparently there's like this lot size restriction that they mentioned to nobody. There was a lot of rules that wasn't accounted for at the start. So yeah. But looking at the review, there's one review saying spreads are good, no commission. No commission is dream come true for day trader, and lot size limit is reasonable because we are here running marathons, not sprints. It's reasonable for people who's trading with 15 pip stops or 20 pip stops. What if you trade in with a 5 to 10 pip stop, the way most of my trades are? Then what happens on Euro USD when you have to put a 10 lot trade? So the next review was, do not waste your time. Terrible customer service, hidden rules, reduced leverage once funded. They just want your money. They will do everything possible to fail you and not to give you a refund or money for your time and service. Stay away from this company and share the word. And then there's a reply from the prop trading. Okay, there's a reply. Okay, so they say cheered. So I'm not going to mention the guy's name. First of all, thank you for your message. We are sorry to hear you had a bad experience. We are a serious company that first and foremost highly respects the trading community. There are no hidden rules or fine prints to make traders fail. Our rules are remarkably simple and they provide clear guidance for both traders and the firm. The primary reason they exist is to ensure our risk management is adequate. We are very sorry you feel like that about us. Please email us on support. Okay, they give you the support or access our website chat. Uh, we would be happy to hear more about your issues and help you with this. Blah blah blah. We will do everything in our power to answer as quickly as possible and not disappoint you. So it seems to me that they trying to keep up with customer service on Trustpilot, because I've heard so much things of like people actually saying this is a really really bad firm in terms of like customer service. They're really not doing the best thing for customers. So yeah, like when people reach out, takes a long time. Uh, sometimes like the process for actually getting the account takes quite a long time. Yeah, so like that's why I'd rather go with the obviously I'm not speaking, I can't speak from I can't speak from personal experience, but I'm just speaking from what I've heard from people that I've heard from. So yeah, USD CHF is actually breaking above this level right here. So let's keep an eye because I do think we can reach up to that level, which is about 40 pips above. Okay. I feel like there's so much like one reviews on this specific um and they leave huge like the responses on so here's a scalper, guys. Hidden rules set up for disaster in a train wreck surprise. that that like that heading deserves to be on a newspaper or something on a website. Just let me check my pairs. So AUD USD. So break out, break back in. There's a possibility that we can now continue down. Okay, I'm not looking at USD. Euro USD. Let's check Euro USD. I think there's a possibility that we can catch a trade after this break and retest on Euro USD. If we can close below these levels in 29 seconds, let me keep an eye on AUD too. If we're breaking out, breaking back in, USD CAD should now be going up to, okay. There's no clear momentum as of yet in the market, unless blind, but AUD USD look like we could be going down. Okay, there's a possibility because breakout, break back in, taking out, like, what do you call it? Liquidity there at the top, all the sell stops, buy stops to go up, cleared. It's a possibility for price to continue down. But then EU seems a bit better based on the fact that we had a break in the retest. And we moving with, like, me drop down here to the 3 minute. Okay, I think 5 pips should be good enough. 5 pips, that means it's five lots. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let me just add 5 lots there just in case. Trading, new order. Come on, man. 5, pending order, sell stop. What is this? 1.21085. Let's place that. Bro, I didn't place the SL. Place. I'm gonna place my stop loss right now. Oh, here we go. Okay, I think we might be in. So now what I'm gonna have to do is place my stop loss right here, which is 1.21135. Modify. Cheapest. Looks like they just put me in and now we're moving higher. Let me drop that. I might have to close this thing before we even in it, because clearly I didn't allow enough time for. How did I say? What happened? Let me check my account history. Clearly I have no clue what just happened to my trade. Oh shit, I set the wrong stop loss, guys. What the actual flipping hell? Cheapers. So this thing actually closed out like right here. Like it was like 1.5 pip stop loss. And that's like 0.1%. Let me just capture that. Cheapest. I don't know. Guys, next week, after like creating, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna take my phone off this thing so that I can have a, so there won't be any camera, right? There won't be any camera, but what I'm gonna be doing is I'm just gonna be streaming the charts with no camera to then show you guys, look, this is what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because I can't trade like this. I need my phone. I need to be actually holding my phone to say this is what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? Like I can input my sell stop and my buy stops with proper stop losses clearly. Yeah, I'm shitting, and now I have like a 0. What's that? 0.4% that I can use. Let me use that on AU. I think I'm gonna use it on AU, guys, based on this breakout, break back in. Let's do this. 4 pips. Let me calculate that lot size on AU real quick. AUD USD 4 pips. Okay. And remember, guys, that if our stop loss gets taken out, you can see I placed it above this body. So if our stop loss gets taken out, we just delete the position. Okay. So let me add this trading new order. I'm so disappointed in myself about that EU wrong stop loss placement. Oh, you're on live. You're never supposed to make a mistake like that. Never supposed to make a mistake like that. Shit, I did, man. But yeah, we were going through these things even before I checked the site out. So this is a scalper. This is like more of a person that trades the way we trade. So the reason why I didn't add the prop trading or whatever this thing is, because you can't be taking trades with a 4 pip stop loss. You can't. So ultimately they're more for like swing traders and things like that, like day traders with a higher with a higher pip stop loss amount, you know what I mean? So 15 to 20 pips or something like that. uh like so they like the prop firm is not for people who's gonna be risking 4 pips, because obviously we look at percentage risk, but in terms of lot size, obviously it adjusts accordingly. So like you can't be risking, if you're risking 0.5, 6.25 lots on a 050 or on a 50,000 account, because the max lot size is like 2.5. So let's read this thing. Do not use this prop firm for now. It is an absolute it is an absolute bunch of hidden rules. Okay, that's a bit grammar mistakes that will cause you a headache. Okay, I passed challenge and verification. Well, fast forward being done with verification, I had one small slight loss on oil as I was scalping. Okay, so he was scalping it. Well, they said I violated my account for eligible funding, even though I passed both phases already. Laugh aloud. In the rules, it doesn't specifically say probably you can't change oil. It's setting up traders to fail more frequently. Not only that, you could possibly fail a challenge. Okay, let me delete AUD USD cells because we above our stop loss. Euro USD just continuing to fly. AUD look like it's a break and retest of this level. USD chief is probably going down now. So let's see how we react to this level here on USD CHF, USD CAD, break and retest. So key level, break below, retest, multiple weak rejections. Possibly. GBP JPY. Okay. There's nothing real clear in GBP JPY. Let me take that off. USD CAD, I think I can add that based on this level in the market, like these levels right here. mm, mm. We never got triggered, never got triggered, never got triggered, never got triggered. I'm gonna get back to those readings right now. Let me see, what are they saying? So yeah, he was saying uh it's setting up traders to fail. Not only that, you could basically fail a challenge and wouldn't know until the end of the month. They don't have account metrics or anything to track your risk management. Just choose FTMO, MFF, which is my Forex funds, Trader Central, Funding Talent. You can pick so many other better, reputable prop firms. Until this firm changes things around, they are trash AF. Okay, I don't want to be swearing right now. Spend your money elsewhere. This is a respectable review from someone that has passed multiple prop firm challenge and understands how hard they truly are to pass overall. Best regards. Okay, this is the review. Dear Drew, first of all, I feel like they're coming in with like they defending themselves. They're not showing like empathy. They're not showing any like compassion on his review of what he like. So first of all, thank you for the message. We are sorry for the I hate the fact that they start with first of all. We are sorry for the delay on your reply. We have experienced a massive growth in a very short period of time, which is an incredible achievement, and we owe the trading community for that. However, the extraordinary demands could not be anticipated, and as a result, it has caused some operational challenges, especially for our customers. So they're saying they're admitting to the customer support being poor. We understand that this is neither a reason nor a justification, but we must ensure that we are as transparent as possible and apologize if you were affected by this time and the transformations the prop trading is going through. Now staff has been hired and is going under training to help us meet the demands. Okay, the new demands. When it comes to your comment, we have no hidden rules or even make up different rules in order to make our traders fail. We are a serious company, so this is like a copy and paste from the previous thing. Everybody's saying they have hidden rules, but then they saying they have no hidden rules. uh, and then they're just saying the same thing. Our rules are remarkably simple, and they provide clear guidelines. They're talking utter bullshit because I was in that Telegram when people started passing their challenges, and then all of a sudden people started getting kicked out of their live accounts because of uh this lot size thing. So yeah, please feel free. We would be happy to chat some more about your issues. There is, to be fair, there is some 5 star despite the bad reviews about this film. I found out a very kind, polite, and helpful support team, clear instructions, and fast replies. This is probably after May I don't know, because I can see that like some of these things on May the 28th, some of them on the 27th, and things like that. So yeah, man. Would AUD be in profit? I think it would have taken me out at half, because my half stop loss would have been just under here. So yeah, guys, this week has been fairly bad. In all honesty, this week has been fairly bad. Especially, I think it's because of all the news that. But in terms of like the RR, we're still up for the week, or we near about break even. So it's like tiny margins. So yeah, it's good to be able to manage these down weeks and still be up, be in a slight win. It's important so that when the good weeks come, you're not really kind of you're not recouping money, you're making money. So yeah, that's important. So this is the prop trading, guys. This is the reason why I haven't added the prop trading to my this. The minute I see like too much poor review, so their review is quite poor. Let me actually check what's the other. So it's the prop trading, then it's prop. What's the other one? Is it the prop trading? So that's, and then there's another one that's in Dubai or in India. I don't know. Is it prop trading? What is it called? I'm not too sure what it's called, guys. Ish, I forgot. I forgot the name of it. Prop. Let's see, prop firms. Prop firms. I completely forgot what the name of that firm is. What is the name of that firm? But they're in India, so like they're in India, but they routed through Dubai or something like that. I'm not even sure how it works. Uh, yeah, I know it's a problem. It's really a problem. So I don't know if they're not paying people. I don't know what exactly is happening with that specific prop firm. But I thought like initially there would be like the concept that they had more drawdown than most prop firms. They had, see, yo, we failing to break below this again. If price do continue down, then it should then continue down. Oh, sorry guys, been a long week, and we have a long day ahead of us. Still need to take about 10 to 15 trades in the back testing, and if we go in with that 6 pips, will this be able to give you 12 pips? Yeah, not exactly, but it will give you break even, and that's all that matters. If we turn over bearish again, because clearly we're struggling to break above this key level for quite some time. So I'm just thinking if we like, okay, let me see, 4-5. 4-5 is quite close enough to the point where if we switch bearish, mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Check the 5 minute real quick. Did we break any structures? That's the important thing. If you can see that price action actually broke structure, then you can start to say, okay, like it looks like this right here, structure was broken. We then went back up after this. We failed to break above one more time, going down. So if price do come down, I think a 1 to 2 into this region is highly possible. Otherwise, like this is kind of trading like a double top, right? But you're not trading it conventionally. Like, yeah. So let's see how this plays out. I'm just looking at AUT. There's a possibility of this break and retest and then actually moving higher after all of that right there, and then divergent thing, whatever you call that, on the RSI TDI thing. Divergence, looking at the 4H. Let's check the 4H real quick. Look at all of this, like there's just movement down. There's no movement like to the upside at all. So just a bit of heads up. Yep, this thing's about to trigger my ass in 6 pips. Let's see what happens with this pair. Let me jump down to the 3 minute to screenshot this. Keep an eye on this pair. I want to see if the rule actually works. At a double top where we're failing to break apart for a long time. Did I take this trade? No, I didn't. I'm just monitoring to see whether this actually works. Okay, I might set a sell stop there, like right now. I might do that. I think I'm gonna do that. Let me see. I have 0.4% to work with. 0.4% to work with. 0.4%. This is 6 pips. Calculate. Okay. Okay. Yep. Let me add that. Trading. Sell stop. Nope, not that. Delete. Trading new order. This is like 2 point. Let me see. 2.16, I think. Sell stop at about what price is that? 0.90445. 0.90505. Let's place this. Let's see if we get triggered in. If we don't, we delete. If we do, we move on. If we do, we sit in the trade, monitor it. When we move stop loss to half and shit. So yeah, I'm just waiting. Let's just wait. Let's see if this pay can actually trigger us in. Continue down, leave a wick on the 15M, give us a what do you call it? A break even trade, and once that happens, we should then be good. Okay, we should be good, mate. We should be good. So like I was saying, prop firms, yeah, there's a lot of good prop firms out there. Let me see my Forex fund. Review. My Forex funds. Let's go to Trustpilot. So right now at this current moment, we are average. There's 17 reviews with 3.5 star. So this is not even close to being poor, such as the prop trading. The reason why I just don't like that is because it's not for traders like me. So I'm very biased to the fact that like there shouldn't be a lot size restriction on a prop firm if you're saying you for all traders. You know what I mean? You can't say you for all trading types, but then you have a lot size restriction, because then you're not for scalpers and you're not for day traders really, because day traders more often than not have stop losses that's lower than 10 pips. 10 pips or lower. So if you have a stop loss that's 10 pips or lower, how on earth are you going to fit that into like a 2.5 lot size on a 50K account? I mean, I'm going to have to risk like 0.25 and then take days on days on days achieving that target or the challenge or whatever. So yeah, it's a problem, because for scalpers, you can't be out here with that type of problem. So yeah, man, let's see, monitor this thing. I have a sell stop right here with 0.4%, which means ultimately I'm gonna be risking 0.2%, because the moment I get triggered, mentally I move my stop to 0.5% or half the stop loss, or 3 pips. If I go to 0.5% into profit, I actually move my stop loss to half. But right now we're not in this trade. Right now we're not in this trade. Let me do that so that you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. The reason for me taking this trade is 4H You can check the 4H. So with the 4H, we're in a key level where we're failing to break above for quite some time. This is like we entered it, then we had 1, 2, 3, and now this one. So that's like 12 hours worth of information failing to break above. Okay, dropping down to the 15, you can then see we created a double top on here. Now it's not necessarily the double top the way I look at it. I look at it in behavior perspective. So looking at what the market has done, we pushed higher, right? We pushed higher significantly. We then reached the area in the market where price said, okay, made a higher high. Let me attempt to make a higher low to then make a higher high. Potential higher low in the market. We're supposed to make a higher high. What are we doing now? We're failing to make a higher high. And you can see this. So my initial sell on USD CHF obviously hit half stop loss after going into profit. Now what you can see now is that price is failing multiple times. So we attempted to break above this region multiple times in the market. However, price is continuously failing to break above. Okay, so what I'm looking at now is if this 15-minute candle right here, this 15-minute candle, so we're looking at both charts are on 15 minutes. If this 15-minute candle turns over and turns bearish, I'm looking at the continuation into here. Okay, and we should then turn over with momentum. Hence, my stop loss being above this wick that is being formed. Let's see in this last 3 minutes. If we don't get triggered in, we simply just delete the sell stop and we move on. It's that simple. Simply just delete the sell stop and move on. USD CAD is continuously going up, which means there is dollar strength. Well, dollar is looking like that's probably US Canadian dollar weakness then. See, this thing is also continuing higher. This thing is going higher too. AUD is probably going higher too. Okay, AUD is just chilling at this retest level. So AUD right now is currently forming like this corrective move. When we break out of this, you can then start to expect price to continue higher. It's move and then go in. Yep, guys, it's coming to my time where I kind of go get my coffee. Okay. Fuck. We still live. We still live. We still live. We still live. We are here. We are here. I thought for a minute there something just. Okay, let me share this. As what has USD CHF done? Oh, didn't do shit. Didn't take me in. Didn't do shit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be deleting the sell stop now, because you can see the 15 minutes is coming to an end. So you can see we didn't get triggered in. That's the beauty of this strategy, guys. Once you get a pullback and you see we are deep enough into the pullback, you put your sell stop here. If you don't get triggered in, oh well, so well. Let's delete that for a minute there. Okay. We deleted our sell stop. So you can see that 53% of the people on, I don't know if you guys can see. I don't think you guys can see. But 53% of the people what is going on here? Forming a high. then did this. We're failing to make a new high, failing to break below that. If we can break below these areas here with this 15-minute candle. Guys, I'm gonna go get my coffee because I feel like I'm losing some strength. And then also use the toilet real quick. I should be back in before the next 15 minutes. I don't see any 15-minute candle that is actually wanting me to trade it. I don't see. Okay, GU might be something. GU might actually be something. But then looking at the 4H, we're respecting the zone. We're clearing all of these. There's a possibility that we could continue higher on GU into this region here for break and retest. Yep, there's a big possibility. So you can see we broke this area that we failed to break for a very long time. You can place a buy right here. If you place a buy right there, you have your TP below the previous candle, and then your first TP is right there. That's what I think you can do. Definitely think you can do that. I think might just do that. 7 pips. 7 pips on GU is what? 3.9 something. Okay, cheapest. Cheapest, we're moving. That means 8 pips. Okay, no, I'm not taking this trade anymore. That stop loss is way too big. But that's what we would have had. It's about a 7 pip stop. 7 pip stops for about a 4 point something rest reward at our first TP level. That's our first TP level, guys. Anyway, let me just go grab some coffee. Use the loo real quick, and then I'll be back. Okay. We are finally getting the break above on USD CHF. This is what we're looking for. Uptrend, break above. Wait for that weak rejection and then we continue. Now, hopefully, you do know, as I mentioned yesterday, with USD CHF, we don't usually get that weak rejection. So let's hope we do get that weak rejection and then we can take it up all the way into there, okay? Own your losses, review your losses, and then celebrate your wins, man. Celebrate your wins. We caught that L, that 0.25 L on USD CHF sells, went into profit, went into 0.5% profit, and then pulled back on us. Perfectly fine. Still in the market, still able to trade, still at break even throughout a full week of news. And I believe that things are just going to get better. I believe things are just going to get better. If I can just like set up the audio for this thing today and finish that up, then I know that the audio is at least done. And I know once the audio is done, like the bass on the mic, everything is set up, the audio in the background is set up, then I can then like not even have to worry about that going into next week. Do you know what I mean? Like going into next week, I don't want to be worrying about like anything on the back end while I'm streaming. So this was obviously my first week of streaming, so it was a learning process for me. Like do this, do that. Like I know that now I need to set up my thumbnail or things like that the night before. So yeah, man, like I think it's just time. You will learn as time goes by. I don't even care about like views or anything as long as I'm doing what I can do to grow. I believe that sooner or later, like we're gonna grow. The channel will grow sooner or later. And I believe it's like the YouTube algorithm probably takes like one specific video to actually pop your whole channel off. So yeah, man. See how that goes. Let's see how that goes. Oh, it's called Traders Prop, guys. That's the one that I wanted to look into. Apparently, that's a big scam. Yeah, so I'm not looking to Traders Prop just because that thing actually sounded quite good. Like it sounded for the traders by the traders. I don't know. Maybe somebody will jump on that idea someday. If somebody can jump on that idea for the traders by the traders and create a prop firm like that with like a bit more drawdown and things like that. Like I feel like life's gonna be good in terms of like that specific prop firm will get a ton of customers. A ton. Would you look at this? And we projected like I think we don't have a problem projecting direction. We have a problem actually like getting into these trades, you know what I mean? So after this broke, like more often than not, we are gonna be reaching for this and we can see that we are actually reaching for this. So Let me see. Can you guys see what I'm seeing actually? Okay, you guys can't see what I'm seeing, so let me jump on this thing. So as I was mentioning, like I mentioned earlier in the stream, that when we break above this region here, we're more likely going to go up. You can see weak rejection, bullish engulfing, continue higher. But the whole point of it is, how do you then get in at this region? Do you know what I mean? Like with tight enough stops to get like break even here. I guess you can enter and put your stop here and you'll probably get break even at that point. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? So yeah, let's see how price moves, see how price plays out. What was that? USD CAD? USD CAD looked like it broke above this level quite strongly. Yep, it actually does look like it broke above this level quite strong. We can probably add a buy stop somewhere here at the close or at the high. Let's see, 250 maybe, 247 with our 4 per peso. I think that's something for USD CAD. My last trade that I'm going to enter, if it actually takes me in, let me see. USD CAD, USD CAD, 4 pips. So that previous USD CHF didn't take me in. Let me see if I can. Okay, USD CAD is going up. Let me see if I can actually get in. One click trading. I'm trying to get in, guys. Let me see if I place this at 250. Still have a 4 pip stop. 210. I think that should be good enough. I think that should be more than good enough. I ended with a 0.4% risk, and I think I'm just gonna lose this risk and just see exactly what happens. Right, I need to take a screenshot of this. I don't know, where's the upside target? Cheapest, that thing is fat. I think maybe go for 1 to 5 then. Just the 1 to 5, just because that thing is so far. Let's go for 1 to 5. See if this baby plays out. Righto, let's go, let's go, let's go. Last trade of the day, last trade of the week. Let's see how this plays out. Last trade of the day, last trade of the week. Yep, 1 to 5. 1 to 5 risk reward. See how it plays out, man. We can probably go for this, but I do know that this right here is like is major resistance or a major key level in the market. Hopefully price gets thrown to that and then we can just continue higher. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. So what you can see is a break above a key level, a pullback, stop loss below the previous candle's body, and we're expecting price to continue higher. Okay, that's what we're expecting. So let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So all in all, what happened today? We took a AUD buy, closed out at break even. USD CHF sell, closed out as at half. We attempted to place a sell, or we did place a sell stop on USD CHF. After that, again, ended up not taking us in. We ended deleting that. Then we got into this now. Okay, buy stop just triggered now. We in the market. See how it goes. See how it goes. Right now we have a mental stop loss at half. Let's see how it goes, man. We should continue higher. We should. Like, we bullish overall. We should kind of continue higher. I don't know, somebody might be drawing that right there. Let's see, retail perspective. Somebody might be throwing that as like a resistance or something. I don't know. I just look at horizontal and like horizontal support and things. I don't look at things like that. So let's see if that actually, if it's true or not. Like these trend line things. I know that I only look at things like this and say, okay, this is kind of like a, what do you call it? It's kind of like a what's the word? Like a corrective move after this push up. It's an ascending correction. So either we break to the upside and then continue higher, or we break to the downside and we come lower. Okay, so let's see. Price should I should move my stop loss to half now. Let me move my stop loss to half, guys. Also, let me add my fib. So this is 210, 250. Okay, there we go. Adjusted my stop loss. Think I'm gonna hold it as a mental stop for now, just basing it on the fact that we could still get a retest of this level, right? We could definitely still get a retest of this level. So unless we really move into that level, which we're doing now, yeah, on the 15 we look like we're doing it right now. Let me check 3 minute. If we just like move into it, then I'll definitely just move my stop loss to half first. Like, just move it once. Now everybody knows that I don't actually have a physical stop loss. I mean, a physical take profit. Sorry, I always have a physical stop loss. What? Never risk. Like, everybody knows I'm very like, I'm over like risk management. I think that's the only thing that keeps you in the game. So, but I don't have a physical TP. So if price does just go boom, 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 and we fly up, for all intensive purposes, let's hope we do that. Actually, okay, now I'm moving my stop loss to a half. I'm moving my physical stop loss to half because you can see we are actually within that region. So let's do that. I can say, however, that like it's very low volume in this market, so I do want to be adjusting to half as soon as possible. Let me. What price is half? 25, 30. 230. Stop loss should be at 230. Let's see how that goes. Seems like stops are quite close now at 230. But okay, let's see how it goes. See how it goes, man. Protecting capital above all, protecting capital. Even with this trade, I know that I'll still be about break even for the week. But if this trade hits TP, we should be up for the week. We should be up real good. Like then we're gonna be then this one trade will change. That's my whole goal. Where if you have like one good trade, your whole week changes to a good trade to a good trading week. So you can have bad trade, small win, small. So the bad trades I'm saying is small losses, obviously. So bad trade, good trade, good trade. Then great trade like this, for instance. Say for instance this comes through. This is a really good trade, like a really good trade in terms of like actually a great trade. And then you take it out the market, you say sharp, you go move ahead and you say next week let's go in again, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. It's just controlling losses, getting the big one, then controlling losses, small win, then getting a big one, and then that's the way it go. That's the way price goes, man. That's what I think actually. The way a trader should trade is like that. So you continuously just making small gain, big gain, small loss, big gain. Like you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm looking at in terms of like the way I trade. It's more based on risk management than actual strategy. And I think that's gonna be my way forward. That's genuinely gonna be my way forward for future reference. It's gonna be completely based on risk management. And the more you can handle your risk management, the more successful as a trader you're gonna become. So yeah, that's the way I'm gonna grow as a trader through risk management. I've accepted it. Uh and I think that's what need to work for me now. It's the risk management, guys. It's the risk management. It's all about the risk management. Uh yeah. So let's see how this last half hour of this trading session go. Hopefully I can get a break even on this and then just leave it. I know it's NFP later, I'm sure. Let me check. NFP, I think yes, non-farm employment. I'm expecting it to go up because of vaccines and all of those things. Unemployment rate should like go down. That's what I think. I think America should be like rolling out those vaccines like nothing. People should be back to work, so unemployment rate should be decreasing. Job opportunities should be increasing, so the non-farm payroll should then like increase, like be good. It should be positive. Let me not say increase or decrease because I'm not too clued up when it comes to what do you call those things? Uh, when it comes to like fundamentals. Sorry, I was gonna say financials. That time your boy is a financial accountant. So yeah. Uh, let's see. Hopefully this thing is all lost half hour, lost half an hour, lost half an hour, guys. Of so I would suggest bro. How do I stop this thing? I want to stop this thing. This thing's speaking. Oh, clearly. I didn't even know that you can do that in Discord. But looking at like my Forex funds, right? So we know that they are the cheapest. Like right now, they're the cheapest on the market for. So for a 10K account, you pay $84. For 20K, you pay 139. For 50K, $299. That's actually the price at FDMO for a 25K account, which is crazy. Then for 100K, it's like 499. Okay, that's in dollars. You can hold trades overnight. You can hold trades over weekend. You can hold trades through the news. There is hedging allowed. However, you can only hedge two. You're only allowed to hedge two positions at once at a time. Okay, and then daily drawdown is 5%. This is calculated on your starting capital of the day. So if you have 100,000, you obviously gonna have 5%. But then if you have 88,000, you're gonna have 5% of the 88,000 at the start of the day. Okay, so that's how throwdown works for my Forex funds. And then similarly, if you are up at about 105, 102,000, you're gonna calculate the 5% at the start of the day. Okay. The overall drawdown is 12% on the initial account, so 12,000 on $100,000 account. um you can trade Forex, CFDs, and indices. There's no consistency rules. You can't there's no cryptocurrency trading yet, so that will break the rules. A violation. uh what happens if a violation has been detected? Unfortunately, if a violation has been detected on your account, that account will not be eligible to proceed to the next phase. Okay, however, you can retake the evaluation at a discounted price of 10% off. Just go to the members portal and click the link. Okay. Uh, can I get an extension or free retry? If you are if you are unable to reach profit targets, you are eligible for an extension or a free retry if you meet the following criteria. Your account is above the initial balance. Your account does not have any violations. I think yes, they offer an unlimited number of retries. This is very important, guys. This unlimited number of retries is very important. I kid you not. What will happen when I pay to reset my account? Will I continue where I left off? No, obviously not. How many additional days do I receive when I get an extension? If your account is approved for an extension, you can receive 2 to 4 weeks depending on your trading style. Okay, the extension you will receive will depend on your risk management, trade management, etc. Oh, so they look at your risk management and trade management. So this is actually good if you're sitting at like 6% or 5% and you come into the end of your trading term for the challenge and you need like a 3%. instead of like instead of upping your risk, what you can then do is just message them and tell them, look, I need a bit more time. They will give you 2 to 4 weeks to actually extra 2 to 4 weeks get um to get to the target, which is really really good. This is something I don't think I've seen anybody else do, so that is really good. Yes, you can use EAs as long as they are not used in the following ways: copying trading of other person's signals, tick scalping, latency arbitrage trading, reverse arbitrage trading, hedge arbitrage trading. Okay, so you can use EAs, you can use copy trading as long as you're copying your own trades from your own personal account. Okay. Uh, can I have more than one evaluation account? Yes, you can have as many accounts as you wish. Okay, up to three. So cheapers. I know with other, like you can only do three at a time with funding talent. With FTMO, I don't know how much you can do at a time. I'm not specifically sure how much you can do at a time, but with them clearly you can have 30 10k accounts or 15 20k. Okay, the max is 300,000. If you have achieved a profit of 10% or more within a 4 month period and at least 2 of those 4 months were profitable, we will increase your account size by 30% on of the original. Okay, if you have achieved a profit of 10% or more within a period of 4 months. Oh, so it's like it's added up. So 10% or more. So if you get 2.5% or 2% for 4 months, you will then get the 30% increase. And then we know that the challenge is 8% and the verification is 5%. The first month you will get 75% payout, second month is 80%, and then third month and onwards is 85%. So it's higher than most accounts do. It look like we are taken out at 0.5%. Yep, taken out at half, guys. That's my trading day. That's my trading day for you. Righto. 0.5%. It's over there. Was the news or something now? I don't think there was any. Oh, there was pound news at half past, but I don't know if that affected like all pairs. I don't think it affected all the pairs. But yeah, like I was saying, 75%. When you receive your live account, your first payout will be made 1 month after your first trade. Okay, then you can go bi-weekly after that. After the first month, you can send an email to billing Forex request to be paid every 2 weeks of trading. Okay, you will receive the 112% refund with your first payout. Okay, so they give you 112% refund. So money on the money that you actually paid. When you receive your live account, you must complete a minimum of, when you receive 10 trading days, you will receive your first payout 1 month after your first trade. Okay, after the first trade, you can send an email to billing to request to be paid every 2 weeks. We did that. Now your evaluation will start after the first trade. If you wish to start for then 5 days after you receive your account credit, please email. Okay, phase one you will complete in 30 days. Obviously you can add more days, more weeks to this if you want to. uh the minimum requirement to pass each phase is 10 trading days, does not need to be executed. That's what do they mean? Does not need, oh, does not need to be okay, consecutive. So you don't need to trade like every day. No, you don't need tire duration. Okay, while Proco server, we currently use Traders Global Group server for our live accounts. I have no clue who that is, but I think they use what's the name now. All our accounts are raw accounts. We currently don't have an in-house, but you can try FX Pig for our live. Okay, You can open up a demo account. There's FXPig. I passed phase one. Now what? I passed phase two. Now what? What documents or driver's license, birth certificate, the passport, clearly, and then obviously you're gonna have to send proof of address. If you trade in your company's name, you're gonna have to send the proof of the company name. Okay. And they do seem like, in terms of, they seem hands-on with support. They really seem, especially in this group, like they seem hands-on. So yeah, let me see if there's any suggestions here. I can see they suggesting in this Discord that the 10-day rule at MMF be taken out, and I think it is probably going to be taken out in most prop firms that want to be successful. It's probably going to be taken out. Let's check funding talent real quick. Okay, so you have funding talent challenge. See, so this is what I was saying, like um in terms of support and things. So finding talent has a Discord. My Forex funds has a Discord. The biggest people in the within the like the biggest people within the in the prop firm scene doesn't have one of those. So yeah, it's kind of a problem because they're supposed to be one of the biggest firms. FTMO, I'm talking about now, supposed to be one of the biggest firms, and they ain't doing shit. You know what I mean? Like, bruh, look at like look at what other firms are doing, and then like start growing on that. Mm, okay, so let's see funding talent challenge. Okay, this is more so for people to actually speak. Uh, on this specific Discord that I'm looking at right now, I'm trying to find like, when they're going to bring in the new server. Okay, everyone, congrats to all our elite traders on an amazing trading week. So proud of everyone, and once again, humbled to be providing so many with an opportunity like this. Hope you. So this is from Finding Talent, right? Uh, any elite trader who would like to hop on an interview with our team and be featured on social media, please feel free to reach out. I have a couple of questions about the server. We are making sure we don't run into any issues when we roll out to everyone. Okay, perfect. Uh, no minimum trading day, so we know that. I'm so excited to I'm so excited to have the FTMO server come through, and once that comes through, that then we jump in on. Hopefully, it comes through before the end of this month. We will then be jumping on that, guys. I'm gonna go have some breakfast. Uh, and then from there, I'll probably get busy with some things like on my personal side. I also need to go down to 7K today, so I want to handle that as early as possible since it's Friday. I don't know if there's gonna be a live stream for backtesting, but however, as I mentioned earlier, I do want to backtest for about like 2 to 3 hours, just getting that 10 trades in, getting the work in Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Doesn't matter what the day is. I need to get the work in before the day starts, before the day, like before the over the weekend. I need to get it like done early because obviously it's weekend. You want to be like chilling out. You don't want to be working too much, but the work has to go in. If you're not consistent, like if you're not consistently bringing enough returns in to me, if I'm bringing in anything in between like 5 to 10% a week, that will be great. That's what I'm aiming for, 5 to 10% a week. If I can get that, that means I can average in between 20 to 40% a month, which is really, really good. On a bad month, maybe 15%. Uh, so yeah, just working on keeping the losses low, bringing the returns in, and then from there we can then we can then decide as to what exactly we will be trading pays the way a good session and a break. And then yeah, man, let me put myself on the screen real quick. Okay, there we go. So in terms of what the weekend will look like, you guys know that I'm going to be backtesting tomorrow, hopefully quite early from about 4 to 8. Backtesting on Sunday from about 4 to 8. Get that out of the way. Get at least 10 to 15 trades a day. Reviewing them at the end of that session. Working. Then I'm also going to be putting out a Forex video in terms of prop firms to look at what specific prop firm works best for day traders. Okay. But have a brilliant week, guys. Have a brilliant weekend. Don't work too hard. Just know that you know you're trading. Just work on it in time where you're not spending time with family and things like that. So yeah, have a brilliant weekend. Have a brilliant New York session. Watch out for NFP. Watch out for the newsletter. Remember, just be conservative in terms of when news comes out and shit like that. So yeah, be very risk averse with news. So yeah, shout out. Have a brilliant day.